Hey there hula hoopers, Maria Mitchell here bringing you a hula hooping tutorial. Today I want to show you a combination of beginner moves and break them all down for you. Okay, so firstly we'll start off with waist hooping. So hopefully you would have mastered this by now. If you haven't, there's plenty of waist hooping tutorials online for you to check out. So we'll continue with waist hooping. You can start off with a turn, do some hand actions, or however you want to waist hoop. So once you've got it in waist hooping, we're going to grab the hoop and hold it horizontally and bring it back to the side. So it's always really good for you to practice how to hula hoop for both directions. Just makes it easier when you're learning your routines. So we're going to break it once and break it twice. So one and twice. So we've stopped the hoop. We're keeping it horizontal. Now what I'm going to do with my right hand is flip it up, holding it and angling it and just hinging it to the front. And once I've done that, I'm going to bring this part of the hoop where my thumb is pointing, say, that much further down into the hoop. I'm going to bring it and rest it onto my hip. Okay, so I've got it onto my hip, and this is when we start how we start our iso smear. So I'm going to bring my other hand down onto the bottom of the hoop here, and with this hand I'm hinging it here with my right hand, but my left hand is actually bringing it over to my hip. So I'm pulling it through to my hip, and with this hand now I'm taking control and I'm swinging it. So I'm hinging it so that swings behind me, with this hand just guiding it and touching it. So now it's going all the way around my back, and as I'm rotating my hands, I'm going to do the same. So now with my right hand, not my left hand anymore, I'm going to pull the hoop down to my hip again. Okay, so that's an iso smear. So you're basically bringing the hoop, you're keeping the hoop on your hips, but you're bringing it into a circular motion. So if you want to perfect this iso smear, I have a tutorial which I've got a link up the top for, and you can practice it all you want to perfect the move. So we'll do that again. We've got waist hooping, stop, stop, hinge the hoop around, let it slip over and bring it down to your hip. Bring your other hand down to the bottom of the hoop to let the hoop touch, and as you're doing that, you are rotating the hoop on top of you and then bringing it down with your dominant hand. Bring it down, your other hand is guiding it up, as this one then guides it down into a rotating motion. The key is to make sure that your hoop is touching your hips the whole time. So if you notice, the hoop is touching my hips the whole time. So once you've got that iso smear done, we're going to hinge it again forward and start our body wrap. So with a body wrap, basically just wraps around your body. So the key element to this is how you throw your hoop to your back. So if you have a look behind me, it's just pretty much wrapping around my body. But the key element to this is how you hinge the hoop behind your body. So we always start at the middle. That's your access point, in the middle of your body. And that's where you're holding it, and that's where you're going to throw it pretty much around. Not throwing it roughly, obviously, placing it where your shoulder is. So once you get contact, once you've hinged it over to your shoulder and you've made contact, you're going to let go. And what I normally do is bring my neck back, only because my hair gets in the way, and that's going to give it a smooth ride to roll across the back. So we'll just do that again and then catching it, okay? So combining it, once you've caught it, your thumb is facing upwards and you're going to bring the hoop over like a flat plate. So you've got your palms facing down, so the hoop, you're holding the hoop with your palms facing down and your thumb that way, inward. And then from here, you'll do a low lasso. So you're holding your hoop, and when you're ready to get momentum, so the motion is pretty much bringing it into your body, not away from your body, okay? So we've body wrapped the hoop, we've caught it, we're bringing it down flat with your palm facing down grip, your thumb facing inward. So we're going to roll it inward, we're going to do a hand hooping motion. So it's pretty much like high lasso, but this one's a low one. So right in front of you, you're going to do one rotation, and then when you're ready to bring it up to high lasso, we're going to grab the hoop. So we'll stop it with our palm. Once it's going across the open palm, we grab the hoop with a nice firm grip. Bring it with your thumb directing the hoop upward and then into high lasso. Okay, so bring it out and high lasso. If you're not too sure of these moves, I do have a beginner's course on hulahoopsaustralia.com.au, and it shows you a breakdown of how to do, low lasso, high lasso, how to switch, etc. So that is breaking the moves down up to that point. We'll just go through that again. So you've got your waist hooping. You start off like this. You break the hoop once, twice, bring it, hinge it out into an iso smear. We're going to give it a nice body wrap, and from there, low lasso, bringing it up to high lasso. And when we bring it down, we're just going to go into prayer position up here, and that will allow us to then sneak our dominant hand downward, so that we switch hands, and then from here down onto waist hooping. Now, if you're not too sure on how to bring the hoop down, again, my beginner's course gives you all of those instructions, and I'm pretty sure that I have a tutorial on bringing the hoop down from high lasso. So I will link it up the top or below, and you can check that out. All right, let's just go through a rundown again. So waist hooping, we're going to continue on. We're going to go break, iso smear, body wrap, grab the hoop into low lasso, high lasso, switching hands, and down we go. So that was a breakdown of this beginner's combo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something out of it. Let me know in the comments below if you need clarification with any moves. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss another tutorial. Happy hooping!